Steve, get the guns and come out front.
What are we gonna do today, Dad?
We will do some hunting for good.
Isn't it a crime to hunt animals?
It definitely is. But you will see when we reach what exactly we are hunting today.
What is this? Who did this?
They cut down all the good trees. This will lead to deforestation. Birds and animals that live on trees will eventually die and become extinct if this continues.
But can we not do something about it?
Of course we can. It is called conservation.
So do we just conserve trees? What about animals? Why are we hunting them if we support conservation? Won't they go extinct? That will affect our ecosystem, right?
Step aside from the tree, sir. Drop your axe. I won't harm you if you don't harm the tree. So step aside, leave your axe, and walk away. That is the hunting we will be doing, son. Hunting down the people who harm our ecosystem. Does that answer your question?
It sure does, Dad.
Now, wasn't that a story which got us thinking? It surely is. So, hello friends and welcome to Notebook. You already have an idea about what we are going to study about today. Yes, you are right. We are going to talk about conservation of plants and animals. We will know what biodiversity is, as well as how to conserve species of animals and plants. We see a large variety of plants and animals around us. What we can't see with our naked eyes are tiny microorganisms, which are also present around us. These are known as the living natural resources. On the other hand, look, the air, the land, soil, sunlight, all of these constitute the non-living natural resources. Together, all these elements of nature, which can be used by human beings in a lot of different ways, are known as natural resources. Now, we came across this very important term in the chapter itself, biodiversity. What does it mean? The term biodiversity or biological diversity refers to the variety of organisms existing on this earth. It also includes their interrelationships and their relationship with the environment. So, in the beginning, the story gave us a message that we should save biodiversity. But why? How do you think it is beneficial to us? Let us see how. Firstly, plants and animals are sources of food, medicine, fodder, fertilizers, etc. It purifies air and water and regulates climate, rainfall, and wind. It helps in recycling of nutrients and preserving the soil fertility. Formation of food chains and food webs are also controlled by biodiversity. If we are being asked, why conserve biodiversity? What are we going to say then? Fresh water, good soil, clean air, enough oxygen are some of the gifts given to us by biodiversity. Plants and animals are important to each other as well as to the environment in which they live. All the components of our environment maintain an ecological balance. So, we can say that all organisms are dependent on each other directly or indirectly. Therefore, before conserving biodiversity, it is essential for us to know the causes behind the loss of biodiversity. Increase in human population or population boom is one of the major causes behind this. It leads to a large-scale cutting down of trees. Land cleared by cutting forests is used for industrialization and urbanization. Overgrazing by animals for an extended period of time also leads to the destruction of biodiversity. Pollution of air, water, and soil due to the discharge of solid, liquid, and gaseous contaminants from houses, fields, and industries. Habitat destruction of several plants, animals, and microorganisms due to deforestation, construction of dams, and also because of natural disasters. Lastly, animals are killed for their meat, skin, and other useful body parts, leading to a reduction in their numbers. Do you know that this illegal hunting of animals is known as poaching? Such man-made activities disrupt the ecological balance. Thus, they should be strictly prohibited. We move on to our next topic, which is deforestation. We already know what it means. It means cutting down of trees and clearing of forests due to various human needs. But why does it happen? Construction of houses and factories, clearing land for agriculture purposes, using wood as a fuel, using wood to make paper, furniture, etc., due to natural calamities like forest fires and floods. So, all that we saw just now were the various causes behind deforestation. We shall now discuss what its consequences are. Global warming is caused due to the increase in the level of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. Due to the increase in level of pollution and temperature, the water cycle gets disturbed and rainfall becomes scarce or reduced. It results in a condition known as drought. Fewer trees result in soil erosion, which removes the fertile top layer of the soil, thus making it less fertile. Gradually, the land gets converted into a desert. As a result of deforestation, groundwater level also gets lowered. The capacity of soil to hold water is reduced. As a result, in rainy season, water just flows over the soil causing floods. Other than these, reduction in rainfall, imbalance of atmospheric gases, changes in climate, destruction of natural habitats, and some other serious consequences of deforestation. In order to prevent these, we must try and stop deforestation. But how? One of the ways of doing so is by recycling paper. Paper is made from wood pulp. Around 17 full-grown trees are needed to make 1 ton of paper. Saving paper therefore also means saving trees. It also means saving water, energy needed to manufacture paper, and it also reduces the use of harmful chemicals needed to manufacture the paper. The other ways to curb deforestation is by implementing reforestation. It also refers to the various steps taken by the government to plant trees where forests have been destroyed. In India, the Forest Conservation Act of 1980 and the Wildlife Protection Act of 1972 deals with the conservation of the forests. Friends, activity time. From the internet, try and collect information about the Chipko movement. Join Forest Management Program and Van Mahotsava. Phew, we finally reached to the end of the part 1 of this chapter. We will see you soon in the next part. Till then, go through the lesson once again. Take care and keep learning.